Hello and welcome back to another video, and it may not be quite the daily scope, but it's almost. But just a quick heads up first of all, because this video made on, what day are we on? Wednesday. The video made on Monday. ITV are trying to do a copyright claim because some of this morning is featured in the video, but what I've used is fair use, so I'm trying to combat that, saying it's fair use, so leave it alone. So if that video disappears, I will fight it because I'm in the right. So it may temporarily disappear, so get watching it as soon as possible. It will come back. But yeah, and if you really do enjoy these videos, please subscribe, and then I can have
1 million followers!
Woo! But ITV are starting to look into this chap finally. But just before we get to that, there's a few short clips. Concerned Citizen says, nothing to see here, just Phillip Schofield getting his young... The opinions featured in these tweets are of the people posting, not myself, of course. Phillip Schofield getting his young male lover smashed on live on TV. Holly had no idea, though TV thinks you're stupid. Here we go.
£1,000 tastes like?
Yeah. Is it nice?
Can I have some?
Is it nice? See?
It's very smooth. I think that was 100 quid you just drank.
It's really smooth. Do you want some?
It's very
Yeah,
smooth.
thanks, I'm fine.
Are you not a whiskey girl?
Well,
Let's get the elf smash.
let's give
Let's
some
get the elf smash.
Matty
drink?
the elf here.
Let's get the elf smashed, oh dear.
Do you like whiskey?
That's really good.
Oh, now you're making me want a bit. But I mean, that is very...
Then we have the brilliant Tony Dorsey with a clip says, good morning behind the scenes. Holly Willoughby had no idea who the random backpacker from Manchester hanging around her show with Phillip Schofield was. Oh dear. I'll play it. It's a very, very short clip, so I'll just play it twice.
Greeby, and I'm the studio runner here at This Morning. Originally from Manchester, came down for 2 weeks, backpacked for 2 weeks, and never left. Greeby, and I'm the studio runner here at This Morning. Originally from Manchester, came down for 2 weeks, backpacked for 2 weeks, and never left. Greeby.
And another great clip from Tony Dorsey. It says, here's a word from Philip and Holly. Looks like they're doing the paper review. Let's what the story is.
Now, we're looking at the front of these newspapers. The Savile Files. Soap star and a DJ are among 5 celebs named, it says here. Unmask the other BBC child abusers. You would hope that, yes, it's vital that people who may be guilty are found out, discovered, and that someone pays for this.
And this is a tweet from Jack Jones, who's the guy who did the 1 million followers video. I'll play you some of this. I won't play it all because it goes on quite long, and it includes some words I don't want to include in this video.
Yo, what's going on, boys and girls? So Phillip Schofield has finally admitted to having a relationship with that Matt kid. All because I caught him on a date having drinks with that Matt kid in this video.
Love this.
1 million followers! Woo! How are you? I'm good. And after I did the video, he begged me not to post the video up because he said it could ruin my career. And I said, how could it ruin your career? And he said he didn't want to get into it. But we all know the truth now, don't we, Philip? And the truth is, he was grooming this kid from the age of 10 years old, saying he's going to give him this, give him that. But in fact, he was just giving him a...
So yeah, so we'll keep some of that out.
When that Matt kid wanted to come out and talk about it, it made him sign a contract where he wasn't allowed to speak about it. And he was paying 30 grand a month to take down any article that was talking about their relationship.
30 grand, good lord.
And the really fucked up thing about it is that ITV knew all about it. They knew about Philip grooming this kid from the age of 10 years old.
Now, he said in the tweet that it's a 2014 video, that one. Now, I thought the lad was 25 now. I don't know, to be sure. To be honest, I had no idea. As I understand, he's 25. And I think they met in 2013, as far as I'm aware. That's the sort of oldest we have him pegged at, if I can use a term about pegging. And so 2013 will make him 15, which is bad enough. And he, obviously, Jack Jones got him at 2014. So when he'd be 16. He's talking about Philip knowing him from when he was 10, which should take us back to 2008. It'll all come out in the wash anyway, but yeah, for the time being, we'll just have to, I don't know, see how things go.
And what they did, they made the lad sign a contract where he wasn't allowed to talk about it, and they told Phillip to come out as being gay, just to try and protect themselves.
And we get to the pièce de résistance. ITV announces external review of how it handled the affair. Oh dear. Is affair really the word you want to use? So we'll just go through this. As ITV have asked the barrister, lawyer, etc., Shyster, to lead a review into its handling of a relationship between Phillip Schofield and his colleague. The review was confirmed by Chief Executive Dame Caroline, how you pronounce it, McCall, in a letter seen by the PA News Agency. The former This Morning presenter left the network last week after he admitted lying about the affair. I mean, they say it's not always the thing that happens, but it's the cover-up. But in this case, it's certainly going to be the thing that happens as well. He's left himself into a whole barrel of shinola. ITV previously said it had investigated in 2020, but that both parties repeatedly denied the relationship. The network has now instructed a barrister to carry out an external review and to establish the facts. Jane Mulcahy KC will review our records and talk to the people involved, Dame Caroline said in the letter. Schofield, 61, resigned from ITV on Friday and was dropped by his talent agency YMU after admitting to an unwise but not illegal affair with a young male employee from ITV. Well, yeah, the lad would have to be 18 for that to be a thing, but yeah. We were talking about 2008, which was, it's just all going very, very wrong for Phillip, obviously. The letter from Dame Caroline reads, the work will also consider our relevant processes and policies and whether we need to change or strengthen any. Given Phillip's admission of the extent of his deception, the work will extend to cover any related issues that may emerge. This work will be carried out as quickly as possible, and we will be happy to share the outcome. Oh, I'll be happy to read it. The letter was addressed to Culture Secretary Lucy Fraser, Digital Culture, Media and Sport, Committee Chair Dame Caroline Dinage, and Ofcom Chief Executive Dame Melanie Dawes. There's a lot of D's in there. The letter mentions significant media coverage concerning Phillip Schofield and adds, as you would expect, we take the matter extremely seriously and have reviewed our own records over the weekend. The broadcast network reiterated that it investigated rumours of a relationship in 2020, but did not find any evidence of a relationship beyond hearsay and rumour. Given the ongoing rumours, we continue to ask questions of both parties, who both continue to deny the rumours, including as recently as this month. Dame Caroline said there's been a lot of inaccuracy in reporting, adding the former employee Schofield admitted to an affair with had been offered support. Why are there no commas in this damn thing? Adding the former employee Schofield admitted to an affair. I think this should say which had been offered support by the broadcaster. Some bad English there from the BBC. She said the ITV employee was aged 19 when he first did work experience at This Morning, and 20 years old when he applied and succeeded in securing a job as a runner on the show. I'm sure it was a rigorous interview. As you would imagine, given the social media scrutiny of him, we have been offering him support throughout this period and indeed are still doing so. ITV bosses, including Dame Caroline, are set to face MPs on the Commons DCMS committee on Tuesday next week to discuss reforms to the laws governing public broadcasting. MP John Nicholson, who's always very worth watching, a former BBC journalist who sits on the committee and also the SNP's culture spokesman, said on Twitter that recent events at ITV were a cause for concern and he was looking forward to getting some answers from ITV bosses. Aren't we all? Schofield left his role on This Morning following reports of a rift with Holly. Days later he confirmed he had a relationship with a younger male employee, which took place while Schofield was still married to his wife. Schofield apologised for lying to his colleagues, the media and his friends and family about the affair, and left ITV with immediate effect. Earlier this week, this happened yesterday, the Prince's Trust announced it was dropping Schofield as an ambassador following the controversy. Even though back in the 80s, etc., then Prince Charles there's several pictures of him hanging around with Jimmy Savile. So that's what the royal family is like. Abolish the monarchy, please. The charity found, they've got about 700, 800 bedrooms at Buckingham Palace. How many homeless families have we got in this place? This bloody country? And you've got 800 rooms sat there. Just let that sink in. The charity founded by the King said it was no longer appropriate for it to work with a presenter. Schofield's exit from ITV means he will no longer present the British Soap Awards this weekend. I'd never watched the British Soap Awards. I might actually watch it now. He will not front a new primetime series, which the network said last week they were developing with him. Yeah, that was just a cover story, just to buy some time. Why some of these pictures have disappeared, I don't know. The show's former resident doctor, Dr. Ranj Singh, who I mentioned the other day, previously criticised the show's toxic culture, saying he raised concerns about bullying and discrimination 2 years ago when he worked there. In its latest letter, ITV said an external review was conducted following a complaint by Dr. Ranj, but found no evidence of bullying or discrimination. With Dr. Ranj, he's now on. He's still got a job on TV talking nonsense. It's just on BBC on Morning Live, which runs from about 9:15 to 10 o'clock on BBC One most mornings, sort of weekday mornings for a few weeks at a time. It's just trash, but he'll make a few quid out of it. Yeah, so there we are. That's pretty much it. So, Philip. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please like this video. Share with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please subscribe so I can get to 1 million followers. Q Genesis.